Hello musicians, this is Corey Taylor from SkilledMusician.com, where we are helping musicians improve. Thank y'all so much for checking out this video today. Now today's video is a really exciting one. We're covering minor chords. Listen, we're gonna cover a ton of minor chords and we're gonna show you how to create your own. At least 15 of them we're gonna cover in this video today. Matter of fact, here's a snippet of the lesson. Now remember, we have the sheet music available of all of these voicings in all 12 keys. Plus, the MIDI files available for you. So if you want to put them in your DAW of choice, digital audio workstation of choice, you can. But we've also added something a little special. We've done our dynamic learning software. We've added that to this lesson. So that comes with an extra camera angle so you can see our hands better. And the ability to slow down the video and see exactly what was being played. You can see the sheet music scrolling along accurately in time to what's being played, and so much more. So definitely check that out. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get started. So let's do a minor chord primer. So what is a minor chord? Well, the minor chord along with the major chord, these are the two really most important chords in music. And so the minor chord sound is generally described as sad, gloomy, kind of dark. How do you form it? Well, let's take a C, and let's take the C major chord, which is formed from the first, third, and fifth of the C major scale. So first, third, and fifth. So you flat the third, and now we have C minor, right? And this is kind of the basic. And so if this is new to you, I would spend some time going through every key and just practice inverting the minor chord up and down the piano with the metronome on. Maybe set it to 100 or 120. When I mean inverted, simply take the note on the bottom, move to the top. Note on the bottom, move to the top. Like this. Now minor chords, we don't stop there. We have extensions and colors we can add. So let's add the minor seventh, which would be the flattest B flat. This is a common sound you've heard, right? We can do the major seven. That's a common sound. Right? There's that C minor 7. C minor with the major 7. We can have the 9, the 11, the 13th, and do some alterations with them. So, but the basic, the core of it is just C minor, and then we add alterations and extensions to the chords, to the chord. All right? So that's C minor. Now on to the first minor chord. All right, so the first minor chord we're going to talk about is the Barron minor chord voicing. Now, Barron, if you haven't heard of him, he is one of the all-time greatest jazz pianists out there. He's just a monster of a technician, and he's just phenomenal. Listening to him is just awe-inspiring. So I definitely challenge you to go check him out, Barron. Now this minor chord voicing is a really cool one. It's built on the ideas of fifths. So we're going to be in the key of A minor, right? So we're going to be in A minor. So we're going to play our root, our fifth, and the 9. And you see all of these are separated by a fifth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Now we're going to go up a fifth again. Oh, sorry. We're going to go up a half step right here to C. So we have this this dissonance. And then we're going to go up a fifth to G and a fifth to D. So we have this sound. And this might be a sound you've heard before. Right? Now, the thing about this chord is, it at the same time it has both the open sound and this minor rub in the middle. So it's open but full at the same time. And you'd use it over a minor chord often when you have a 11th in the melody. And so let me give you a few ways you can play this. The first way, I'll give you three ways you can play this. First, you can play them all at once, right? Which is cool. You can play the outside voices first and then play the inside voices, which is probably my favorite, right? Or you can play just rolling it up, kind of like guitar style, right? All right, so how do you practice this? Well, I like to practice it in two ways. Well, three ways, really. So the first way to practice is just get it through all 12 keys. And so, you can go chromatically up. Sorry. All right, so you can go like that. And once you get that under your fingers, there's a couple ways I like to practice it. I like to put it in context, in the context of like a 2-5-1, for instance. And let's see. So if A minor is the 2, D7 will be the 5. So let's do it. Take it down. Ooh. Go back. Of course, the Kenny Barron voicing right here, and then just D7. What was that? Well, it's D7, right? And then, so you can see the D7 scared here, and I have same melody note, and then I have the 9, the sharp 11 here. So I'll demonstrate it again. So, 2, 3. I just preceded the sharp 11 by 2 half steps. You see that? Then went down a whole step, did it down here. G minor. And I changed this voicing on my C. So I have C7 with the flat 9, sharp 9, flat 9, and 13. That's kind of a lot. So that is one way to practice it. So another way I like to practice this is it's kind of like in a melodic setting. And so let me give you one way I like to practice this. So I'm going to go to E flat minor, right here, to B flat minor. I just now I go down a minor third to C minor, to G minor, C minor. Let's go down a minor third to A minor, to E minor, A minor. You go down to F sharp minor, to C sharp minor. Then back to E flat minor. C minor. Right. So that's a cool way, kind of, and that, truthfully, that could be a song, man. So, you know, you can make that into a song. Have at it. All right. So that was the Kenny Barron voicing. So number 2, the next voicing is the Herbie Hancock minor chord voicing. Now, listen, if you don't know who Herbie Hancock is, definitely check him out. He wrote the song, you know, Watermelon Man, Cantaloupe Island, those are his, I believe. Quite a few like monster musician, play with Miles Davis. He's like one of the great, like on the Mount Rushmore of jazz pianists. He's right up there. So we're going to take his minor chord voicing in the same. We're going to stay in A minor, and so in the left hand, you're going to play the root, 5th, and the minor 3rd, right? So root, 5th, minor 3rd, which is C. All right, it's kind of a stretch. So some of you all that have small hands, you might have to roll up, kind of roll up. Use the sustain pedal to help you, but roll up. If you can reach it, cool. And then the right hand, you're going to play D, G, B, or the 11th, 7th, and the 9th. You see that? Now, if you look at it, well, let's listen to it first. And it's such a full, rich sound. And the reason why is your left hand is really carrying the A minor tonality. Look, let's bring the C down here. That's A minor. And your right hand has just color tones. It has the 11th, the 7th, and the 9th. So all the color tones, except for the 13th. And so it's a really, really beautiful voicing. It's open, but yet full at the same time. And it's a great voicing when you have the 9th and the melody. Right? Okay, now let me talk about how to play it. I'm gonna give you, let's say, 3 ways I like to play this. The first way would be to grace into the top note. This B, I like to kind of, so in time would be, you see that? I did it again. So the second way I like to play this voicing is to double the melody below. So the melody is B, or the highest voice is B. So I can take that and double it down here. So you see it kind of, in the middle we get this really lush kind of, it just adds an extra peanut buttery-ish quality. All right, I'm gonna stop talking about food because y'all have been commenting that I'm making you hungry. All right, so I'm gonna stop talking about food, but a nice smooth quality about it, right? So you have to adjust your finger, and so your thumb won't play C, the 3rd, it'll play the 9th there. And your right hand will play those notes. All right, and then the third way I like to play this is, if you look in your right hand, this is a G triad, right? So one way I really enjoy playing is just thinking of it as G and just sliding in. So, or sliding down, every note chromatically. You see that? You see that? All right. And then sometimes, as far as improv and stuff, I'll just think G in my right hand. Many times, the safest kind of G is maybe G pentatonic. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I'm playing this voicing, let me see. All right. So even though we're playing A minor, I'm thinking G at the moment because that's kind of what I'm seeing in my right hand. Okay. So practicing this, again, I'm a big proponent of get it down on your fingers. So take it through every key, you know. Make sure you have it, and then put it in a setting, a harmonic setting, like a 2-5-1, which is a really cool setting. And so let's do that. And let's see what we come up with. So 3, 4. All right, cool. That's cool voicing. So you notice I'm playing the outside voicings first. That's cool. Let's try it again. So what did I play over to D? So I went A minor to D, and I played a D7, flat 9, flat 5 with the 13th. And then resolved it. Let's try a different 5 chord. So something. Woo! Ooh, what was that 5 chord? I'm just gonna read that real quickly. So all I did was my melody was B, so I'm just kind of coming down into it. All right. I think I played it a couple ways. Let's give you that one. So what is this? This is D7, right? With the sharp 9 and flat 5. Or sharp 11. Flat 9, sharp 11. Sorry, sharp 9, sharp 11. So D7, sharp 9, sharp 11. That's a nice sound. Let's try it in context again. Woo. And then I ended with the G major, with the sharp 11, and the 13th. Just a cool sound, really nice and open. So one more time. Yeah. All right, cool. So let's see. Another way you can practice it is kind of using that melodic thing we talked about on the Kenny Barron voice. And so let's go back up to E flat minor. Yeah. Let's go back up to E flat minor. So let's explain this. So this is our first voicing. Remember 1, 5, third, the flat third, and we have the 11th, 7th, 9th in our right hand. So let's try it. Make a melody. You go down to B flat minor. Let's go to C minor, to G minor. All right, and so you can continue all around the keyboard through all 12 keys, making like a melodic movement. So when you play this, you just automatically have ideas already kind of worked out. So that's the Herbie Hancock voice, and really, really cool voicing. All right, so the next voice, minor chord voicing, is the Chick Corea minor chord voicing. Now, listen, Chick Corea, he's the one who wrote Spain, played with Return to Forever, just phenomenal. He also is on the Mount Rushmore of jazz pianists, phenomenal classical musician as well. You got to check him out. If you haven't heard of Chick Corea, I'll put some links in the description box, but check him out. All right, so I heard him playing this, and as a kind of a vamp. So he was in C minor, and so in his left hand he was playing C and G. In his right hand he was playing F, A, D flat, E flat. The sound. And he was using it as a vamp. Kind of like vamping on it while people played over top. Now this voicing has a lot going on. All right, so in our left hand we have these fifths, right? In our right hand we have this kind of fourth idea. So this gives, you know, an angular sound, but then he adds this A in there. So it's an angular sound with this thing. So you hear this, right? So it feels suspended, like a lot going on. And it's a great sound to kind of open up the sound and give you a lot of stuff, ideas to play on. And kind of almost anything you play sounds good on this. So in practicing this, how would I practice it? 2 ways. I would practice it as kind of a rhythmic comping idea. So I would try different rhythms. So like, right? And just practice by comping rhythmic ideas. All right, just different ideas. But then I would also practice using it one-handed in all of its inversions. So and you find some interesting chords that you might have never played. This chord, I would never play that. This one either. All right, so interesting chords. Let's bring some down. Let's take a look at it. Nice sound. And I would definitely use these as kind of fodder for comping material when I'm soloing myself. So let's see. All right, so it's kind of cool sound. All right. Now, one thing about this chord is it's very close to the 5, G7, sharp 9, sharp 5. You're just changing the inside notes, right? You see that? The C minor, and then the G, C minor. So it makes for cool having lines, take it playing something like C minor. So it's cool voicing for giving you lots of ideas, solo ideas, okay? So yeah, that's the Corea minor chord voicing. So another minor chord voicing is the stacked thirds voicing. So let's go to the key of C minor. So we have C, all right, and so remember we flat the third, so we have C minor. And we're just going to continue stacking thirds up. So minor third up, B flat, D, and F. We'll stop here. So we have this kind of 3 voices in each hand, so 6-note chord. And this is a common sound in a lot of your urban music, right? That sound is really common. And one way to think of it is you have your minor chord, and you just play the major chord a whole step down. So C, B flat major. You see it? All right. So how do I play this? I generally like to do something. I like to grace into this D. So I'll play them all at the same time, kind of. like that. But I also kind of grace to the D. Listen, do you hear that? This put together. Right, so that's a cool sound. So let's try this in the context of a 2-5-1 progression. And please note, all these progressions, I have the sheet music for it. In all 12 keys, so you can definitely check that out. But let's give it a try. So let's see. So I have my C minor, which if it acts as a 2, then the 5 will be F something, and then B flat, right? So let's try it. So there's my C minor then. Ooh. So let's try it again. C minor to F. Now wait, what is this F chord? Well, we have in short, it's F13 with a flat 9, a sharp 11. Let's look at it. So we have F7, flat 9, here's the 3rd, sharp 11, 13, and then the F again. So let's try it. So, it's nice voicing. See it? So it's a cool chord to work in into a 2-5-1, and you can even put it in this kind of series of chords we're working on earlier. We started with E flat minor, and then went to B flat and kind of went back and forth. So let's try it. So E flat minor to B flat minor, E flat minor, B flat minor, and C minor, G minor, C minor, G minor, A minor, E minor. F sharp minor, C sharp minor, F sharp minor. All right, cool. So that was the stacked thirds voicing. All right, so the next voicing we want to talk about is the so what voicing. Now this voicing is one I love, I utilize all the time. So what is it? Well, let's go to C. So we have C, F, B flat, E flat. So it's fourths. Fourth here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we stack a third on top. Right? It's a really cool sound. Angular, but not sharply angular. Kind of this third kind of softens the angle a little bit. All right. Now you can move it around. All right, cool. Okay, so the So What voicing got its name from an album, like the jazz iconic album Kind of Blue by Miles Davis. Kind of changed the jazz world. You know, the song. And this was the voicing that Bill Evans played on it. Bill Evans, ba 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 Yeah. So really cool voicing, cool sound, and there's so much you can do with that. This voicing lends itself to playing in a key, and I'll explain what I mean in a moment. But it also, often when I have two minor chords that are close together, I'll use this voicing to get me to them. For instance, let's take a song like Days of Wine and Roses. And there's a point in the song where it's G minor, and then the chord goes to B flat minor 7, or actually, and E flat 7, right? So when I'm going from G minor to this B flat, I do so what voicings, and I go, you see? So I'm gonna play it. Right. So that's a cool way to play it. So I went from G minor to B flat minor. All right, you see that? So another way you can utilize this kind of these sort of voicings is in a 2-5-1 progression. That's a great way. And so I like to do it. I'll stick in the key of F. So I have G minor to C7 to F normally, right? But in this, I'm going to just playing up. So I'm going to go G minor, A minor, B flat minor, C minor to F. So you hear the sound. You hear that? So instead of going, right, which is cool, I go, so I do it again. All right, so that's another way. So let's say we're grooving in C minor. And so one way I might play with the voice, which is move it around, is think of C minor as a Dorian scale. What that means is simply play the major scale, that's a whole step down, so B flat major, starting on C. So you see that? So I'm playing basically the B flat major scale, starting on the C. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my so what voicing, and every note I hit, every melody note in my pinky is going to be part of this Dorian scale, the C Dorian scale. Right. So I'm not thinking about keys. I'm not thinking about notes. I'm just thinking about this scale. I'm just thinking solely melody. So let's kind of set up the groove. So I do it again. Oh. So for the C, what would be if that's the top note, 4/4/4/4 third, major third, so that's the chord. For the D, and see, I'm not thinking about key because this is just out of the C minor key, this F minor. For this E flat voicing, some harmonics I have is 4/4 4/4 4/4 major third, right? For the F, I'm just harmonizing it with the so what voicing. With the G, that's the voicing. With the A, with the B flat, you see that? With the C, again. So let's just kind of set the groove up, and you'll kind of hear me start moving it around, and it really gives you this kind of out kind of sound, maybe Jeff Lorber, Chick Corea-ish. Let's see what happens. So here we go. I just did two of them. I did the one on E flat and the one on F. Let's do that again. There we go. Let's keep going. All right, so what was that? Wait a minute. All right, now we're just really kind of going, I think I was on here, right? I want to go here. So I just take these two bundles from my hand. It kind of went down into, you see that? Yeah. All right. We can keep going for days on this one. I really, it's one of my favorites. So this is the So What voicing. Definitely get this one under your fingertips. All right, so the next one we're going to talk about are fourth voicings, or quartal voicings. And these are voicings built on fourths. So this kind of, if I'm in, for instance, I'm in C, I go up a fourth to F, then a fourth, then a fourth. Fourth, you see this kind of sound. And the thing about this sound, earlier I called it really angular, which it is. It's angular, but it's also ambiguous. Oftentimes the third is not there, so it's not. It doesn't give you the sound. Like something like this, which can work for C major, right? Or you can play this. So you hear the sound, it's like really, or this really ambiguous, angular sound. And so because it's so ambiguous, you get a lot of chords that could be used for one chord. So let's take D minor. So normally we think D minor, right? And this is kind of tertiary harmony built off thirds. So we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We can keep going 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You see? Keep going like that. Well, this harmony is built off fourths, so it's really ambiguous. So let's jump right into it. So we're going to use the D Dorian scale to kind of build these voices, our minor chord voicings, and we're going to get basically 7 voicings from this one scale. Now, when I say Dorian again, it just simply means using the major scale. It's a whole step down from where you are. So D minor, we're going to use the C major scale though. So if I'm starting D minor, there's, C doesn't have any flats or sharps, so, right? Okay, so let's build, starting with the first scale degree of D Dorian, which is D. So D, we go up a fourth, G, upper fourth, C, upper fourth, F. Now you could stop here, or you could go up another fourth, B. And that has a really cool sound. Or you could, that sound as well. Let's add the next one. Woo! Really like that. And so let's look at it. What is that? We have D, so we have 1, the 11th, the 7th, the 3rd. So right here, that's D minor right there, with the 11th and the 13th. You see that? All right, let's go to the second scale degree, which is E. So let's build in fourths. E, A, So here we go. Let's see if that really gives us D minor. Well, we have the 9th, the 5th, the root, the 11th, and the 7th. So basically there we have 3 of the voicings, and we're leaving out the F in this case. Right? So we have, and then, all right, let's keep going up. Let's look. In fourths. Right? That's a cool voicing. It has the 3rd, the 13th, the 9th, the 5th, and the root. So we're kind of getting a lot of colors and still some of the essential chord tones, the D minor there. Right? Let's go up to the next part. So let's start on a G. So it looks like D minor 13 with the 11th and 9th. So let's look at this. We have the 11th, the 7th, the 3rd, the 13th, and the 9 here. Let's go up to A. Fourths, 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 fourths. So here we have the 5th, the root, 11th, 7th, and 3rd. So here, that's D minor right there with the 11th in the middle. So it's just D minor 11. You see that? And let's go up one more to B. So we have the 13th, the 9th, the 5th, the root, and the 11th. So this is kind of out there a little more. And so what you can do, so now we just walked through 7 different possibilities for D minor using this kind of Dorian idea. And so now you can and so here's the key. You know that all your voices, all your minor chord voicings will work if you stay in those 7. So now you're just thinking melodically, you know. So you might think, I want to play. So when I say melodically, that's your highest voice, your pinky in your right hand. So you might go. So let's harmonize that in fourths. So here we go. Yeah, you see it, hear it. Right? As long as you keep your distances all fourths, you can kind of play whichever one you feel at the moment and make it sound really good. And these are really cool for side slipping as well. You want to slide out of the key and come right back, or just go up a half step. It doesn't matter where you are. So let's try it. Did you hear that? All right, so that's 7 more ideas that you can grab and kind of have fun with them, you know. Let's see. Yeah, you can have lots of fun. This is fun. And a really big proponent of this idea, kind of opened our eyes to, was McCoy Tyner. Check him out. McCoy Tyner, he was the pianist who played for many years with John Coltrane, and then also did his own stuff. Phenomenal guy, phenomenal musician. So check his material out. All right, so that's chordal voicings. All right, so this last one, I want to empower you to be able to create your own voicings. And so one way I've come across my own voicings is kind of just experimenting. So I want to kind of do that live in front of you now and see if we can come up with something That's interesting. So let's take one of our voicings. Let's take the Herbie Hancock one. All right, so we did an A minor. So remember, it was the root, 5th, 3rd, 11th, 7th, 9th, right? Now, and I think at one time we said we were going to double the melody. That was one way I'll give that sound. So what if I take the melody off and just play like this? That's a cool sound. What if I take the G off? Oh, what if I play it down here? You know what? What if I took this A and put it right there? So I have. What? Alright, I'm basically playing 5 notes next to each other. But I still hear that A minor. Let's do 4. Or these 4. Can you still hear this A minor? Alright, I've never played this before. Woo! Yeah. Hey, that's beautiful. Wow. Wow. Okay. We just kind of fell into that. I wasn't expecting that, but. So, did you see how we kind of took one voicing, kind of messed around with it, and found something interesting? This is really interesting to me. I'm going to try to move this around. See how. Yeah. Let's try here. This was. All right, so that's one voicing you can try. Is this just kind of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4? And yeah, but because my left hand is so dense here, my right hand is, I want to play kind of open, so it doesn't become super dense. Let's try this. Yeah. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. That's wow. That surprised me. Wow. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna study that one. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's try another one. That first one was so successful. Let's try one more. Let's just take a minor chord. Let's take, I don't know, C minor. Okay. C minor. Let's add some notes. Let's add the 6th. Let's invert it up. Let's just kind of let's do this. All right. I don't know. Maybe instead of the C, let's play the 9 instead. All right. And that's kind of common. Let's see if we can't make it uncommon. Let's add this A flat. Ooh. 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 try it again. Ah, that was so. That's really cool because it's two tritones, two. So what if I voice it like that? Can I reach that? That's kind of a reach. Oh, that's. No, I can't reach it cleanly. All right, so yeah, we just made two voicings, A minor, so, and the C minor. Woo. All right, so both of those are cool. So I challenge you, try your own, make your own, and hey, send them to me, like tag me on Facebook or message me and hey, Corey, check this voicing out. I'd love to get some more from you all. So that's kind of the idea of making your own voicing, kind of doing your own thing. Okay, wow, there were a lot of minor chords there. And so I hope you're not overwhelmed. Just remember, just master one, get one under your hands really, really good, and your playing will be transformed. So remember, we have the sheet music and MIDI files available for this lesson. So, and the sheet music, we have, all these voicings through all 12 keys, as well as the MIDI files, so you can plug them into your digital audio workstation of choice. But we also have the dynamic learning software applied to this lesson. And so you get a new camera angle, you're able to slow down and see what's being played a little bit better. You're able to, just so many features. See the scrolling music accurately with the, it's phenomenal. So definitely check that out. So definitely subscribe, share this video, thumbs up this video, and continue to comment below your ideas for new lessons. I'm so appreciative of your comments. You all do a fantastic job of sharing with me your ideas. So please continue because I want to make the lessons you want to see. So again, my name is Corey Taylor from SkilledMusician.com, where we are helping musicians improve. So hopefully this video has helped you improve as well. So until the next one, be blessed and happy practicing.